What is happening? Welcome back again. It's Michael Rutherford. Appreciate you hanging tough with us a little bit and watching some more material. Wanted to come and share with you for the next, I'd say probably 4, 5, 6 minutes about what we're calling the plan. Throw some quotes in the air. The plan, which is how to earn income with Rippln. First things first is you got to level up. You have to be a player. College football season is right around the corner. NFL preseason games have started, and guess what? There's two types of people in any given stadium. There's fans and players. What do the fans do? If money is in the table, what do fans do? They spend it. They're consumers. They wear other people's names on their backs. They wear other people's jerseys. What about the players? The players make money. The players don't spend money. They make money. They wear their own names on their own backs, and they play for themselves. That's the difference. Rippln's the same way. We've got spectators, fans, and players, pro players, and all-stars. What do you want to be? Already off the title, you know what you want to be. You want to be an all-star. So the first thing to become in Rippln is a player. You join as a fan, you log into your back office, you click on videos, and you watch a video called, show you right here, Wealth Revolution. It's the very first thing that you do as soon as you log into being a fan. Watch the Wealth Revolution. It's going to show you why you need to be a player. The first thing to do to become a player is you click on the Commerce tab. There's a green button that says Power Up. It's got a little lightning bolt in it. I know that's blue right there. But it'll go from green to blue once you become a player. So the first thing that you do is spend $95 and $30 a month starting on the second month. $95 day one, $30 a month beginning on the second month. Quit anytime that you want. Why should you do it, and what do you get? I'll give you a couple of reasons. Depending on when you're seeing this video, you can become a beta tester with the Rippln apps. You'll get the apps before anybody else does when we release them. You'll get first crack at purchasing some of our really cool innovative technology products and innovative models. You'll get those before anybody else does. You'll get double loyalty rewards commissions for the first 90 days. That's what we're doing right now. And if that's not enough, you get the title of being a charter MVP member for the entire life of your time with Rippln. And what's really fun about that right now is it's $95. It's not like it's a big decision. It's not like some of the other companies that are out there where you're spending $500, $1,000, $2,000. I got a friend spent $6,000 to join his blogging company or whatever it was. $95 decision, and you're a player in the Rippln, and you can get paid off of all the activity in your Rippln. Then the next thing in your Rippln is to start winning the game. Start winning the Power Up game. And like any other game you've ever played in your life, I don't care if it's Mario Brothers or King Kong or Duck Hunt or Shinobi or or modern day Candy Crush or Angry Birds or anything else, doesn't matter what it is. The number one thing you want to do is win. And you got to go through the levels. You got to beat the levels. Think of them like playing a character in a game. And step one is to come in, watch the Wealth Revolution, become a player, instantly go in and start learning how to grow your Rippln. The very first person that you bring into the Rippln as a fan, you want to start them through the steps. There's 5 of them. I'm going to just scroll so you can see all, or well, there's 4. I guess we've got a little typo here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 1, have your brand new person that's a fan watch the Wealth Revolution video. Have them go in immediately and Power Up, and then watch the Power Up video inside the Commerce tab of the Rippln. Make sure you walk them through it step by step by step, so they understand why they should become a player. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Do it constantly. As soon as you get a fan that becomes a player, help them get their first 5 fans into the Rippln. Follow up with each of their fans. Invite their qualified fans to become players as well. You're not looking for everybody. The cool part about Rippln is it's such a viral conversation. It's growing so quickly. And depending on when you're watching this video, August 19th, we have over 1.3 million people in the Rippln around the world. That's in 3 months. Over 1.3 million in 3 months. It's unheard of in our world. So what's been fun for us is just looking for people that are looking for us. You're just looking for sort of that player, that pillar, that leader, that all-star in your audience that says, you know what, I see it, I get it, I'm in, I love it. So step 3 is to rinse and repeat and help people go through, find their 2 players, get to level 1 player. I'll walk you through a little bit of what that looks like in a minute, but just do the exact same thing. 2 words here that'll pay you a ton of money. It's called viral duplication. What does it mean? It means to go in, it's sort of the secret sauce, and go in and teach someone how to do what you did. People are going to do what they see you do. In other words, what you say to them to get them to join the Rippln, they're going to turn around and do their friends. Monkey see, monkey do. You hear it all the time. People are going to do as you say. People are going to do as you do, not as what you say. What you tell them and what you show them are 2 totally different things. I always say people's eyes are better than their ears. They're going to do whatever they see. So if you do it right the first time, they're going to duplicate the right stuff. So follow these steps. It's really, really clean and simple. The first point of the game is to move through the levels as fast as you can. Every single level gets you more access to more income. What do I mean by that? Like any other game you've ever played in your life, the further into the game that you get, the more access to everything you have. So you start day one as what we call a fan. You upgrade to being a player, which is a $95 decision. Now you're a player. The next thing that you want to do is become a pro player, which means you get 5 fans to join for free. Again, fan, player, pro player. The next thing that you want to do is become a level 1 player, then a level 2, a level 3, a level 4, a level 5 player, and then an all-star. You can see that there's 6 levels. Again, level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 players, then an all-star. How do you become an all-star? Pretty simple. Of all the people that you personally introduce to the Ripple, 15 of them need to power up to become a player. So 15 personally enrolled, powered up players, say that a few times, that's hard to say, in your very first Ripple, personally people, and reach 15,000 total fans. So 15 personal players, of those 15 plus all your fans, you grow a total team of 15,000, and of those 15, 5 of them need to be level 5 players. Well, what do you got to do to become a level 5 player? And I know I'm going fast, so there's printouts that visually show you this. But how do you become a level 5 player? Simple. 2,500 fans and 10 personal players. So step 1, again, is to go from a fan to a player, to a pro player, which is 5 fans, to a level 1 player, which is just getting a couple of players and some fans. And then you go up the ranks, level 2, 3, 4, 5 players, and then all the way to all-star, which is where the real magic happens. And you'll start to appreciate the value of the Rippln ecosystem and reward system because it's built on social sharing, not internal consumption. There's a big, big difference. Most companies make all their revenue on their own reps buying their own products. What Rippln has said is, let's not make it about our own reps buying stuff. You're going to want to buy some of it, but not all of it. Not everything. We tend to have hundreds of things in here. So you won't buy it all. It's about social sharing. It's about doing what you're already doing and sharing with your friends, not having to internally consume everything we sell. Let's face it, half the people watching this have got a garage full of crap that they bought from a company that they never wanted to buy, but the only reason they did is so they could get paid. So you're not required to buy anything here in order to earn here. As a player, you can earn. Boom, right away. You don't have to buy squat. So what we've created is a residual model very simply off of just pro player fees. We call the player engagement bonuses. Every single pro player that you have in the Ripple, the player is spending $30 a month. A pro player is a player spending $30 a month who has 5 free fans. We take $13 and pay it into the plan. So basically what we're talking about, and no guarantees here, people are going to have to work to get paid. This is a little bit of an income disclaimer here. You can read it below. It says this does not include any of our other incomes you'll earn as products flow through the Rippln ecosystem. And what we're talking about is just that bonus, that almost like a loyalty fan bonus. $13 split between 10 different levels. So 20 players in your entire payable Ripple, which means your first 10 Ripples is going to cover all your monthly your monthly costs. So your $30 a month is going to be covered. 100 players, you're talking about $100, $130, $150. It's going to probably cover your house phone, your cable, your internet, things like that. 1,000 players in your payable in your payable Ripple pays your mortgage payment every single month, depending on where you live. 10,000 players is going to pay a 6-figure income completely passively and residually, without anybody buying anything. This is just a pro player bonus. That's all this is. 100,000 players in your Ripple is going to pay you $1.5 million plus before anybody's bought anything. So what we're having a blast with is to say, look, if you saw the previous video and you see that we have voice-activated smartwatches and Photo Guessaroo and Candy Crush and customizable wireless cell phone accessories and earbuds and cases and chargers and really cool stuff, as those things start to be released, this is just your base. This is just off the $13 pro player bonuses paid into the Ripple. That's all that is. That's your base. So your first goal is power-ups, 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 power-ups. So people have to decide what it is that they want Rippln. Why do they want to be here? What do they want to get out of it? What are somebody's goals? You know, people don't just pick up a basketball and for 10 years just haphazardly just shoot around. Well, I guess maybe they do, if that's what their goal is. But other people pick up a basketball like a Michael Jordan, and it becomes their entire livelihood for their whole life. It becomes how they fund their dreams. They're both playing the same ball at the same hoop at the same time, but one of them becomes I guess, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I was going to say a decamillionaire, but that wouldn't cut it. And then other people, it's a hobby for them. So people have to set their goals for how many players they want by the end of their first month. How many people can you bring into your Rippln as a fan in your first 24 hours? Measure that. Measure that. My group had 5,000 people in the Rippln in 24 hours of us going live. 5,000 people. In 90 days, 190,000 people. It's insane. We're just a couple normal people. We didn't do that. We started that. So people have to get clear on what their goals are. Now, those are going to grow. My goals were 3,800 people in the first 60 days. We did it in one day. And clearly, I was grossly misunderstanding what was possible here. So what people do is they set their goals and start by asking the right questions. How do I get fans? How do I sign those fans up? What do I do? How do I grow? You know, what questions people ask is, why won't it work? Why won't this guy join? You know, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get paid. How much can you even make? Those are all the wrong questions. I believe people are going to find what they're looking for. And if they're asking the right questions, it's going to work for them. And what's so fun about the Rippln platform is a real socialpreneur asks the right questions and they get the right results. Because we know just in a short period of time how many people have already grown an audience inside of this short period of time. We're talking, 2, 3, 4 months. It's grown like wildfire because it just makes sense. It's a conversation whose time has come, and we just believe it's a matter of sharing the story with people, bringing them in as a fan, sort of get them to church, baptize them later if you've ever heard that conversation, get them in as a fan, and if they never upgrade to a player, that doesn't matter, because if they like Angry Birds and they want to play it and we release Angry Birds, boom, when they spend money in Angry Birds, you'll get a piece of that. If they play Candy Crush or if they buy a watch or a pair of sunglasses or a ticket to the movies or whatever it is, doesn't matter if they ever become a player or not. But as they start engaging in the community, all of that stuff will be a reward for you. So tap into all the rest of the resources that we have. Have a blast, and thanks a whole ton for watching this. Peace.